Hello class, how are you all? I hope you are studying well at home. Welcome to the science class and let's begin today's work. So class, we will study human skeletal system, chapter number 2. In this, we will study skeletal system, bones and joints in human body, muscles in human body, how to take care of those bones and muscles, and some important, very important, good postures and exercises. Let's start with warm up. Look at the pictures of skeletons. Identify them and circle the human skeleton. In the picture number 1, you will see this is a frog's skeleton. The second picture is of human skeleton. The down, it's a bird, it's pelican. So the bird is pelican and the skeleton is given. And the last is number 4, it is of a cat. Okay, this is the skeleton of a cat. Now number 1, how does the skeletal system of our body help us? So what is the question? How does the skeletal system of our body help us? So this all thing we will study in this chapter. And number 2 question is, what are the main parts that make up our skeletal system? So this is also we will study. So let's begin with this chapter. The human skeletal system is made up of bones, joints and ligaments. Every time we walk, stand, sit in a chair, we are using our bones, muscles and joints. Without them, we will not be able to move our body parts. So let us discuss about this skeletal system in detail. If you see the skull, which protects our brain, then you have rib cage, which protects our lungs and heart. Then you have backbone and girdles. Then you have 2 pairs of legs and 2 pairs of arms. Skeletal system. All the bones in the human body form a framework called skeletal system or the skeleton. An adult human skeleton has 206 number of bones. The main function of this system are to give form, shape and support to our body, to protect the internal organs such as brain, lungs and hearts, to move different body parts with the help of muscles. Basically, the skeleton is made up of bones and joints. Joints are the places where 2 or more bones attach to each other. Let us observe bones and joints in an X-ray. You see in the image, observe the joint image. You see joints. Okay, so the bones are in parts. Now let's begin with bones and joints in human body. The human body has many bones. Bones are of different sizes and shapes. The major bones in human body that are the skull, the backbone, the rib cage and the hand and legs bones. So let's begin with the skull. As you know, the skull protects our brain. It is made up of cranium. The cranium, this is divided into 8 parts. These are joined together, fused together, and the most bones of the skull are fixed except the lower jaw, which is movable. The lower jaw bone of the skull is movable. Rest everything is fixed. So most of the bones of the skull are fixed. Then we have the backbone. The backbone is also known as the vertebral column or spine. It runs from the base of the skull to the lower back. It is made up of 33 small bones. What are they called? Vertebrae, joined with each other. It is because of these bones that we can bend and twist our back. Each vertebra has a hole in it. The delicate spinal cord passes through these holes. So the delicate spinal cord passes through these holes. What are spinal cord? Spinal cord are the nerves. They are the bundle of nerves and also called mini brain that we will study in nervous system. The backbone protects the spinal cord. So this is what about backbone. Now let's study the rib cage. The rib cage are long curved bones in the chest. There are 12 pairs of ribs that form a cage-like structure called the rib cage. These curved bones are joined to the backbone at the back. The last 2 pairs of the ribs are not attached at the front and are called floating ribs. They are floating ribs. The rib cage protects our heart and the lungs. It is separated from the stomach of the body by a muscle called diaphragm. The diaphragm and the muscles between the rib expand and relax to make the chest bigger and smaller during breathing. So this you will study more in the chapter that is respiration. Now let's study the limbs, which contains hand and leg bones. The joint appendages of a human or other animal body are called limbs. Human have 2 pairs of limbs, forelimbs and hind limbs. The arms, hands and fingers are called upper limbs or forelimbs. A hand consists of humerus, radius and ulna. Legs, feet and toes are called lower limbs or hind limbs. A leg consists of femur, tibia and fibula. The longest bone in our body is femur, which is a thigh bone. Okay. Let's study now joints. Joints are the places or the points where 2 or more bones meet. They enable us to move and bend. Bones are held together by tough tissues called ligaments. There are various kinds of joints in our body, such as joints at knees, elbows, shoulders, hip, neck. Different joints help in different types of movements. Joints may be movable, slightly movable and immovable. The movable joints are called ball and socket joints, pivot joints, hinge joints and gliding joints. In this you will see ball and socket joint, where it is a ball shaped end of one bone fits into a cup shaped socket of other bone. This type joint is found in shoulder and hip. The ball and socket joint allows movement in all directions. Next you have pivot joint. Pivot joint, this is a joint found between skull and backbone. We can move our head in different directions, upward and downward and sideways, due to pivot joint. The rounded end of one bone twists around in a hole of the other bone. Then you have hinge joint. This joint is in our elbow and in our knees and fingers and toes. Okay, so these joints are found in elbows, knees, fingers and toes. Hinge joint allows movement in one plane only. Next you have gliding joint. This joint is found in wrist and ankles, where bones can slide over each other. This type of joint is also found in backbone. Okay, so these are the types of joints which are in our human skeleton system. Let's know more. A child has more than 300 bones in his body. As he grows up, some of the bones fuse, and finally at the adult age the bones are 206. Bone marrow, what is it? It is a soft, spongy and flexible fatty substance inside some of our long bones, such as thigh bones, femur, okay, the longest bone. Almost a half of human bones are found in the limbs, okay, hind limb and forelimb, the arms and the legs. Okay, then you have some activity which you can do on your own if you have availability at home. So you can read and you can understand what is given in the to make a human skeleton model. Let's know more. Farmers use bone meals in garden and fields to improve growth and development of plants. The bone meal is made by crushing animal bones into fine powder. It contains minerals that enrich the soil for plant growth. So it works as a fertilizer. Okay. There is one more activity which you can do at home. So observe and feel joints of your own body. Okay, and you can identify what kind of bones and joints are there in your own body. Now let's study muscles in human body. The bones cannot move by themselves, and the muscles are attached by strong fibers called tendons. So here you have something which you should understand, how muscles are used and helping us to lift things and do our daily work. Now let's study how the muscles work together. Muscles can only pull a bone. So they cannot move, they cannot push. So hence two muscles are required to move a bone in one direction. For example, when you raise your arm, the bicep muscle contracts and becomes shorter and pulls up the arm. When you lower the arm, the tricep muscle contracts and biceps relax. So this is how the bones and muscles work together. So as you can see in the picture, number 1 point, to lift the lower arm, the bicep muscle gets shorter. The hind joint of the elbow allow this movement. Okay. Then number 3, To move the arm again down, the tricep shortens and the biceps gets longer. So let's study now the kinds of muscles. Muscles are classified into three types. Voluntary muscles, which is generally skeletal muscles. Involuntary muscles, generally smooth muscles, and cardiac muscles. Okay. Number one is voluntary muscles. The muscles which are attached to our skeleton are called voluntary muscles or skeletal muscles. These muscles are under our control. These muscles are present in our arms, hands and legs. So voluntary muscles are helping us to work daily with our daily need to do. Number two is involuntary muscles. These muscles are not under our control. They are also called as smooth muscles. For example, the muscles of the stomach are not under our control. They are controlled by the brain and the spinal cord. Okay, so in this, these are involuntary muscles like stomach, all the muscles present in the stomach, intestines. Okay, they are working all night, day and night, for digestion and help giving us minerals, nutrients and vitamins. Then we have number three, cardiac muscles. In this, these muscles make up our heart. Okay, as we have studied in chapter number 1. Our heart is made up of cardiac muscles. These muscles are not attached to any bone. These muscles are also involuntary and work throughout a person's life. So these muscles are also involuntary muscles, but they are especially cardiac muscles making our heart, and they work throughout whenever the person is alive. Now let's recall some activities are given below. Tick for involvement of voluntary muscles and cross for the involvement of involuntary muscles. Number 1, inhaling and exhaling. This is called breathing. Do you think it is voluntary muscle or involuntary muscle? Since you are breathing at night also when you are sleeping, so do you think it is a voluntary muscle? No, because at night there is no control on you, so you are breathing at night also. So this is what inhaling and exhaling, breathing, it is involuntary muscle. Involuntary muscles are involved in this. Okay, so you have to cross this. Okay, cross. Then number 2, pushing food into stomach. Pushing food. Okay, who is pushing food into stomach? Who is pushing food into stomach? Your food pipe. So your food pipe is made up of smooth muscles. Smooth muscles are involuntary muscles. So this is also cross. Okay, this is also involuntary action. Okay, number 3, thinking a story. Mind. You can control your mind. Thinking of a story. Okay. Okay, brain. Okay, brain. Thinking of a story. It involves voluntary muscles. Okay, voluntary muscles. You can think, and innovatively you can change a story into a comedy or into an action or into a emotion. Okay, so story you can make on your own. So this is what it is, a voluntary muscle. So you tick it. Okay, tick it. So you have to tick this answer number 3. So number 1 is cross, number 2 is cross, and number 3 is tick. Number 4, chewing food. You are chewing food. Okay, your mouth, your teeth is involved. So wherever the muscles, bones attached to the bones, so there are voluntary muscles. So chewing food is a voluntary muscle, so you have to tick it. So this is also voluntary muscle. Number 5, beating of the heart. Beating of heart, it's of cardiac. Okay, cardiac. So cardiac is involuntary muscles. Okay, heart is made up of cardiac muscles, so this is involuntary, so you have to cross it. Number 6, dancing with music. Okay, your legs, your whole body moves when you dance with music. Okay, so that is a voluntary muscle. So voluntary muscles is involved in that. Playing football also, voluntary muscles is required. So you play football with your command, your control. Okay, nobody is controlling you. When you play football, you will play on your own as you like. Okay, so number 6 and number 7 is tick, so voluntary muscles. Number 8, keeping away hand from hot objects. Keeping away hand from the hot objects. Your mind is telling you to do it, yes or no? You will not touch hot objects like a burning candle. You will not touch a burning candle. Okay, so it is also action of a voluntary muscle, so you have to pick. Care of bones and muscles. To keep our bones strong, we should take food rich in calcium and phosphorus such as banana, milk, meat, fish, dairy products, oats, spinach, broccoli, egg. We must also do some exercises or yogasana. These activities help in keeping our bones and muscles in a good shape. We must attain good posture while sitting and standing. Vitamin D helps bone to absorb calcium from the food that we eat. Exposing skin to morning sunlight helps to synthesize vitamin in the body. As you know, early in the morning when the sun rises, let's say at the time 7 in the morning, you can have the sun bath, and which will help you to synthesize this vitamin in your body. Let's understand the importance of good posture and exercises. What is a good posture? Posture is a position our body when we sit, stand or walk. A good posture keeps our body in proper shape. It helps us stay healthy and makes us look smart. Regular exercise also keeps our muscles in good tone. It helps to keep the bones strong and helps the lungs, heart and blood vessels to function properly. Exercise has a beneficial effect on the way fats and carbohydrates are used by the body. Exercise also helps the nervous system by supplying extra blood to the brain. Outdoor games are good for the wellness of our body and mind. Let's recall what you have studied till now. Write true or false for the statement. Number 1. Good posture keeps our bones, joints and muscles strong. This is true. Number 2. Vitamin C is synthesized in our body in presence of sunlight. It's false because vitamin D is synthesized in the presence of sunlight. Number 3. Milk is rich in iron and vitamin D. This is also false because milk is rich in phosphorus and vitamin and calcium. Okay, so it's milk is rich in calcium okay, not in iron. So this is false. Number 4, running and stretching exercises are bad for our health. Is it true? No, it is false. Running and stretching exercises are always good for our health. Number 5, outdoor games are good to maintain fitness of our body. Yes, this is true. Outdoor games are good to maintain fitness of our body. Now there are some key words which you have to study. The skeletal system. The skeleton, it's a framework of bones, joints, the place where 2 or more bones meet. Spine, the backbone of a human body. Ribs, curved bones in the chest. Limbs, joint appendages in the human body for movement. Ligaments, tough tissues by which bones are held together. Tendons, the strong tissues by which muscles are attached to bones.